Have you ever noticed how some women walk into a room and instantly capture attention without saying a single word? There's no loud color, no oversized logo, no screaming for the spotlight, and yet you can't take your eyes off them. There's a calm confidence, a kind of effortless grace that draws you in. That, my friend, is the magic of quiet luxury. This isn't about flaunting wealth or keeping up with trends. Quiet luxury is a lifestyle, one that whispers elegance instead of shouting status. It's about the quality of the fabric, the precision of the fit, the softness of a cashmere sweater that's worn like second skin. It's what makes a woman over 60 look timeless, powerful, and deeply herself, without ever trying too hard. But here's the twist. Most people think quiet luxury requires a closet full of expensive designer pieces. Not true. The secret lies not in how much you wear, but how you wear it. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. We'll uncover how to build a wardrobe filled with timeless, elevated pieces that feel just as good as they look, without breaking the bank. We'll talk about the transformative power of tailoring, the elegance of neutral tones, and how the right accessory can speak louder than any logo ever could. So if you're ready to look sophisticated without the stress, if you want your wardrobe to reflect who you are now, not who the world expects you to be, stay with me, because this journey is going to redefine how you dress, how you feel, and how you see yourself. Now let's begin with the true essence of quiet luxury. What quiet luxury really means. Quiet luxury isn't loud. It doesn't beg for attention, and it never tries too hard. Instead, it speaks in soft tones, through texture, through tailoring, through the kind of elegance that only becomes more beautiful with age. It's not about buying more. It's about choosing better. For many women, especially those of us over 60, fashion isn't about impressing others anymore. It's about honoring ourselves. Quiet luxury is the wardrobe equivalent of self-respect. It says, I know who I am and I don't need to prove it. There's a sense of calm, confidence, and maturity that radiates from a woman who dresses not for applause, but for herself. So what does quiet luxury actually look like? It's the buttery feel of cashmere against your skin. It's the perfect drape of a silk blouse that skims your shoulders effortlessly. It's the gentle weight of fine wool that warms you without overwhelming you. These aren't just fabrics, they're experiences. And the beauty is, they don't have to be brand new or from the runway. They simply have to be well chosen. What sets quiet luxury apart isn't just the clothing, it's the intention behind it. It's about thoughtful decisions, not impulsive trends. About investing in fewer pieces, but ones that are so well crafted they last for years, sometimes decades. This kind of fashion ages gracefully, just like you do. It becomes softer, more lived in, more yours. Now let's be clear, quiet luxury is not synonymous with minimalism. You don't have to stick to a strict capsule wardrobe or eliminate your personality from your style. Quite the opposite. Quiet luxury gives your personality room to breathe without being overpowered by trends or noisy details. It focuses on you, not what you wear. Think of it as a curated gallery, not a crowded mall. Every piece serves a purpose. Every stitch, every button, every hem feels intentional, and that's where its power lies. So how do you begin building a wardrobe around this philosophy? It starts with what you value: comfort, beauty, quality, and grace. It continues with choosing pieces that reflect who you are, not who you used to be or who someone else wants you to be. And it flourishes when you stop asking, is this in style? And start asking, does this feel like me? Because once you understand the essence of quiet luxury, everything else starts to fall into place. Next, let's talk about how fewer pieces, chosen wisely, can do more than an entire closet full of trends ever could. Less, but better. The power of elevated basics. Here's something most fashion magazines won't tell you. You don't need a closet full of clothes to look elegant. In fact, too many choices often lead to confusion, not confidence. Quiet luxury is about doing more with less and doing it better. Let's start with one simple truth. Not all basics are created equal. Anyone can own a blazer or a button-down shirt, but when that blazer fits like a dream and is crafted from rich wool or soft tweed, suddenly it becomes the backbone of your entire wardrobe. You can throw it over jeans and a tee for a polished, casual look, or pair it with tailored trousers for something more refined. That's the power of elevated basics. They work with your life, not against it. This philosophy is especially freeing as we get older. Our style becomes less about keeping up and more about showing up as ourselves. You no longer have to chase every trend to feel relevant. Instead, you invest in pieces that make you feel grounded, confident, and comfortable in your own skin. So, what counts as an elevated basic? Think a well cut blazer in navy or camel, a silk blouse in a soft neutral tone, a pair of perfectly tailored black trousers, a cashmere sweater that feels like a warm embrace. These aren't flashy pieces, but they're the ones you reach for again and again. They make you feel put together in an instant. And here's the best part, you don't need to spend a fortune. Brands like COS, Everlane, or even Banana Republic offer high-quality basics at accessible prices. Sometimes you'll even find gems in second-hand shops, blazers with structure, trousers with weight, knits with soul. It's not about where you shop, it's about how you shop. Look for pieces with good fabric, thoughtful construction, and timeless cuts. Ask yourself, can I wear this 3 different ways? Will I still love this a year from now? If the answer is yes, you've found a keeper. This shift in mindset, from accumulating to curating, is a game changer. Suddenly, every piece in your closet has a role. Every outfit becomes effortless because you've removed the clutter. You've made room for quality, not quantity. And when your wardrobe is filled with pieces that support your lifestyle, flatter your figure, and reflect your taste, that's when getting dressed becomes joyful again. Up next, we'll uncover one of the most powerful, most overlooked tools in quiet luxury, tailoring, and how the perfect fit can make even the simplest outfit look unforgettable. Tailoring, the secret weapon of mature elegance. Let's get one thing straight. Even the most luxurious outfit can fall flat if it doesn't fit you well. On the other hand, a simple blazer from the clearance rack can look incredible when it fits you like it was made just for you. That, my friend, is the quiet power of tailoring. You see, tailoring isn't about being fancy, it's about being intentional. And for women over 60, it's one of the most transformative tools we have. Let's be honest, standard sizing was never made with real women in mind. Our bodies shift, our curves change. And if you're petite, tall, or curvy, you've probably spent years settling for clothes that are close enough. But close enough rarely feels right. It bunches in the wrong places, the sleeves are too long, the waistline hits just off, and suddenly, even a high-end piece starts to look sloppy. Now imagine this instead. Your trousers skim the top of your shoes perfectly. The blazer hugs your waist without pulling. Your dress follows your silhouette with quiet grace. Nothing clings, nothing droops, it just works. That's the magic of having clothes that are shaped to fit you, not someone else's version of you. And the good news? It doesn't cost a fortune. A small alteration, hemming a pant leg, shortening a sleeve, taking in a waist, can completely change the way a piece moves with your body. Tailoring isn't about changing you, it's about honoring the body you have right now. Let's take a cue from Wendy Rhodes in Billions. Her style exudes control, confidence, and subtle power. But what really makes her wardrobe stand out? It's not the label, it's the fit. Her jackets hit precisely at the waist. Her trousers lengthen her legs. Everything is measured, like it was crafted to echo her energy. And that's the level of polish tailoring can bring to any outfit. When your clothes fit you beautifully, something shifts. You stand taller, You feel more assured. You stop tugging at hems or hiding behind oversized layers. You start to own the room without ever raising your voice. Tailoring is quiet luxury in its purest form. It doesn't scream, it doesn't try to impress, it simply says, "This woman knows herself." And the best part? Once you tailor a few key pieces, your favorite blazer, that silk dress you've been saving, you'll never want to go back. Because suddenly, you're not just wearing your clothes, you're inhabiting them. And now that we've shaped the perfect fit, let's explore another cornerstone of quiet luxury, the timeless elegance of a well-chosen color palette. The timeless power of neutrals. There's something undeniably calming about a woman dressed in soft, neutral tones: beige, ivory, navy, gray, charcoal, deep brown. They don't fight for attention. They own the room, gently. Neutral colors are the backbone of quiet luxury. They don't distract. They don't overpower. Instead, they create space for you to shine. When your wardrobe is built on a foundation of timeless hues, something magical happens. Suddenly, everything works together. Your blazer pairs effortlessly with your favorite trousers. Your scarf complements your cashmere sweater. And dressing each morning becomes less about decisions and more about feeling. This is especially powerful for women over 60. Because our style now isn't about being noticed, it's about being remembered. And nothing says sophistication like a woman who knows the quiet strength of an intentional palette. Let's take a look at Jerry Kellman from Succession. While all eyes might gravitate toward Shiv Roy's tailored wardrobe, Jerry is the master of understated power. Her wardrobe is built around elegant grays, deep navy, soft creams, and crisp black. The result, she commands every boardroom she walks into, with barely a word. Now here's a common fear, but won't I look washed out in all neutrals? Not if you add depth and texture. Think of it this way: a creamy cashmere sweater layered under a structured camel coat paired with tailored wool trousers. Each piece is soft yet strong. Each one adds dimension. The result: effortless elegance that never looks flat. Texture is your secret weapon when working with neutrals. It creates contrast and interest without needing busy prints or loud colors. Wool with silk, leather with knit, cotton with suede. Even within one color family, texture keeps things alive. And if you still crave a touch of color, there's no rule that says you can't play. A muted jewel tone blouse, a soft rose scarf, a dusty teal handbag, these small touches can add warmth and personality without disrupting the harmony. The goal isn't to eliminate color, it's to use it with care. Think of your wardrobe like a beautiful piece of music. Neutrals are the steady rhythm. Color is the occasional note that lifts the entire melody. When you dress in neutrals, you're not hiding. You're allowing your presence, your experience, your confidence to take center stage. And there's something incredibly freeing about that. You don't have to shout to be heard. You don't have to sparkle to be seen. You just have to show up in pieces that reflect your quiet strength. Now that your wardrobe foundation is calm and cohesive, let's complete the picture with one last essential element: accessories, the subtle details that speak volumes without ever needing to speak at all. Accessorizing with intention. In a world filled with oversized earrings, chunky necklaces, and loud statement bags, it's easy to forget this simple truth. Elegance lives in the details. And in quiet luxury, accessories don't demand attention. They complete it. The right accessory doesn't shout, "Look at me." Instead, it gently says, "This woman knows exactly what she's doing." Let's start with the basics. A classic leather handbag in a timeless shade: deep brown, tan, soft taupe, or jet black. It doesn't need logos or glitter, just clean lines, structured form, and fine stitching. It's practical, yes, but also a silent mark of refinement. Now picture a pair of polished loafers: sleek, minimal, comfortable. They pair just as easily with tailored trousers as they do with jeans and a cashmere sweater. They whisper confidence. And let's not forget jewelry. In quiet luxury, less is not just more, it's everything. A simple gold bangle, a pair of pearl studs, or a delicate pendant necklace, these are the small touches that elevate without overwhelming. Think of accessories not as decoration, but as punctuation. The soft exclamation at the end of a beautiful sentence. They give shape and rhythm to your outfit without stealing the spotlight. Even a watch can speak volumes. A sleek leather band, a clean face, nothing ornate. It says you value time and your own presence in it. And here's the real secret. The elegance of your accessories doesn't lie in their cost. It lies in their intention. You don't need to spend thousands on luxury brands. You just need to choose items that feel true to your style, your lifestyle, and your values. A vintage silk scarf tied around the handle of your bag. A pair of well-made sunglasses with subtle tortoiseshell frames. A structured belt that defines your waist just enough. These small choices tell a much bigger story. And if you're wondering whether it's too simple or too quiet, remember this. Quiet confidence never tries to prove itself. It doesn't need to. It shows up fully formed in the way you carry yourself, in the way your outfit feels complete, even if no one can quite explain why. When you accessorize with intention, you allow space for your presence to shine through. Your pieces don't overpower you. They highlight you, and isn't that the goal? Not to become someone else through fashion, but to come home to yourself with grace, ease, and timeless style. Now that we've covered the finishing touches, let's address the myth that keeps so many women from embracing quiet luxury, the belief that it's only for the wealthy. Because in our next segment, we're revealing how to achieve this look beautifully on any budget. The twist: quiet luxury on a budget. Here's the twist you might not expect. Quiet luxury isn't reserved for the rich. It doesn't live in the price tag. It lives in the eye that chooses, the mindset that curates, and the confidence that wears every piece with purpose. Many women assume quiet luxury means shopping only at high-end designer boutiques. But the truth is, you can embrace this elevated style beautifully on any budget. Let's shift the focus from brand to value. True value comes from three things: fabric, fit, and versatility. If a piece feels good against your skin, fits your body like it was meant to, and can be styled multiple ways, it's a quiet luxury find, no matter where it came from. You'd be amazed what you can discover in mid-range brands or even secondhand shops. A vintage cashmere cardigan with just the right softness. A perfectly structured blazer found on a resale rack. A pair of leather loafers that have aged like fine wine. These are treasures hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone with vision to give them new life. The key is not to chase quantity, but to build slowly, intentionally. When you find a pair of trousers that fit like a glove, take care of them. When you stumble upon a silk blouse in a soft ivory tone, treat it like the gem it is, because the beauty of quiet luxury is that it lasts. It wears beautifully over time. It tells a story with every crease, every softened seam. And here's a little secret: many designer pieces lose their appeal when worn poorly or without thought. Meanwhile, a $40 dress that fits beautifully and pairs effortlessly with your favorite coat, that's power. That's elegance. That's the essence of quiet luxury. And don't underestimate the thrill of the hunt. Building a wardrobe with intention becomes a personal journey. You start noticing quality. You become picky in the best way. Suddenly, impulse buys no longer tempt you because you know exactly what you're looking for. And what you're building is so much more than a closet. You're building a reflection of you, your values, your evolution, your grace. So, no, you don't need a celebrity stylist or unlimited funds to master this look. You just need clarity. You need to ask, does this align with who I am today? Will I love this tomorrow? And can I wear this with ease again and again? That's how quiet luxury becomes more than a trend, it becomes your signature. Now that we've debunked the myth that elegance requires excess, let's close this journey by reflecting on what quiet luxury really offers: a wardrobe and a mindset built on presence, not performance. Conclusion: presence over performance. Quiet luxury isn't about impressing others. It's about coming home to yourself. It's the quiet confidence of a woman who knows her worth, who doesn't need loud patterns or designer labels to feel seen, because she already sees herself clearly, completely, and with love. You see, elegance isn't something you put on, it's something you carry. It shows up in how you walk into a room, how you choose what feels good on your skin, how you honor your body, your age, your story without apology. Quiet luxury reminds us that less really can be more. When what we choose is chosen with care, when we stop buying out of habit and start curating with intention, you don't need 100 outfits. You need a handful that make you feel undeniably you, a coat that fits just right, a blouse that softens your shoulders, a pair of shoes that move with grace. These aren't just clothes, they're extensions of who you've become. And perhaps the most beautiful part, quiet luxury allows room for your voice, your warmth, your experience. It doesn't overshadow you, it lets you lead. So whether you're shopping new, vintage, or simply revisiting the best pieces in your closet, let this be your guide. Does it feel like home on your body? Does it tell your story with softness and strength? Because the real secret isn't what's hanging in your wardrobe, it's the woman wearing it with elegance, ease, and quiet power. Now tell me, what part of quiet luxury spoke to you the most? Share it in the comments. And if you're ready to elevate your wardrobe with grace, don't miss our next video. It's all about how to build a timeless wardrobe, one thoughtful piece at a time.